What up, though, y'all? It's Chris. Appreciate you connecting with me while I'm out here on the run, getting things done. And these single conventions, they are not getting any better. The odds of women finding a man at these conventions is, I can't say it's as bad as ever. It seems like it is just impossible. It's a waste of time for you. Just the ratio of men is getting worse. I just was listening to a woman talk about a church singles convention she went to. She said there were 300 women and 3 men. You did not hear me wrong. 300 women, 3 men. That is 1%. So you have women, and I know it had to be crazy in there. If the men were even just slightly above average, I know the women were competing like crazy for them, because even though outside of this scenario, these might have been men that they believe they were too good for, when you're in a competitive environment, you're gonna compete, and something that you may otherwise not have believed to be that valuable and that much of a prize, it suddenly becomes a prize to you. You're gonna fight for it and you're gonna value it. You've heard me talk about these single events before, and how men don't go to them and why men aren't going to go to them. I mean, it's not in men's interest to go to these. We hear women every day talk about what their standards are and how they won't settle. We know what they are. All the sixes, 6 feet, 6-pack, 6-figure salary, 6-inch package. The majority of guys just do not check off all of those. You know, may check off a couple. Some may check off just one. Some may check off none. But most guys do not check off all of those things. You know, being 6 feet tall, I think it's like what, 14.3%, somewhere in that range. You know, I mean, when you have that small of the population of men, and this isn't just black men, this is men, period. When you have that small a number of men that hit that height, you're already condensing your dating pool, and then you add in all the other things on top of this already small group. They have to have this and that and this and that, and then they add in a bunch of other things on top of that. He has to like kids but not have his own kids. He has to be God-fearing. He has to be funny. He has to be good with, you know, handy, which, I mean, I'm not saying that these aren't things that are not good things to look for in a man, but when one man has to fit all of these, one man has to hit all these targets, you make it impossible for yourself to find what you're looking for. Women have this whole build a man concept in their head. I swear they sit down with a pad and paper, or a pen and pad rather, and they just list off, they write down what their ideal man is, and they come up with like 99, you know, things for the checklist. The guy has to do all this. Meanwhile, they do no work on themselves to be even remotely close to what this mythical perfect guy would be. They out of shape, bad attitude, uncooperative, you know, just masculine energy. I mean, just, they're nowhere near being what the guy that they want would desire in a wife. So this one lady who was talking about the event, she was saying some interesting things. She's not going to go back to any more of these singles events. If you've been to one, you've been to all of them. She said they're basically capping at these events. They're telling you, wait, being single is a season. You know, because they have the whole religious element on it. Oh, God hasn't sent your person to you yet. You got married women that are there as like advisors or helping run the event, trying to act like that they miss being single, and being single is actually, a great time and all of that. Yeah, right. Because you know that's cap, because those women, even if their husbands may get on their nerves sometimes, or a lot of the times, in their head they thinking, I would never ever trade place with these women that are here. Never. So it's funny to me that they're waking up to the whole capping. Being single is good because you won't have as much time to dedicate to the Lord. It's whatever, man. It just whatever they feel like they have to tell these women to convince them to go to the next singles event, to pay for the next one, because usually these events, they're not free. They require some sort of fee. A church one may be cheaper than others, but maybe not. If it can draw a crowd of 300 women, I don't know. They promising a bigger turnout of men by it being a church, but the men aren't going there either for that. Just one thing that I think is really a thing is that the harder it comes or becomes for these women to find a man, the more they want to find a man. Where before it was they didn't need no man, now they desperately want a man, because getting a man has become so much harder. Interesting how that works. It's like when it was so much easier to get a guy, they really took it for granted. And now that dynamic has shifted, they're almost desperate, it seems like. But I'm gonna leave it there. Let me know what you guys think about this, man. I'm curious what you guys think in the comments. These singles events, they are not working out. It's really shocking to me. I never thought we'd get here, but here we are. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.